Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, November 24th, 2023. I am Fredicia Liebert. Honoring centenarians with a stamp issue serves as a salute to those of golden age to make their presence felt and remembered. On Thursday, November 23rd, the Nevis Postal Service continued to show its appreciation to all local senior population by honoring 100-year-old Leontine Clark with her very own centenarian stamp. The centenarian stamp issue ceremony was held at the home of the honoree. Inga Lawrence of the Nevis Philatelic Bureau read the profile of Mrs. Clark.
Mrs. Clark was the organist for her church for numerous years and never missed a church service unless she was sick or was called to help someone. She taught music to many children, myself included, all over Nevis for numerous years. Music was one of her passions. Mrs. Clark believed that people should know about Jesus, his love, and his soon coming. So when the call came for local members to become colporteurs here in Nevis, she was among the first to sign up. For many years, she was the only colporteur on the island. The Ministry of Communications is proud to honor this morning on your 100th year of life. May God continue to bless and keep you.
Minister of Communications, Works and Posts is the Honorable Spencer Brand.
When we launched this stamp issue 3 years ago, I was wrestling with how best we can pay tribute to our seniors, but not just our seniors, those persons who would have attained the age of 100. Because reaching the year of 100 on the island of Nevis would be a remarkable feat. I believe that when Miss Clark was a little girl growing up, there was no electricity around. I believe that she would have had to traverse the length and breadth of Nevis to catch water. I believe that there was not any telephone on the island of Nevis. But 100 years on, Ms. Clark is here to witness all of these transformation on the island of Nevis. No one has to tell her about it. She can see it, she can feel it, she can touch it for herself. And I'm happy that she has been able to live to see all of that has transpired. Ms. Clark, once again, congratulations to you. And I pray that God, through his love and his mercy, will continue to bless you and keep you, and will certainly continue to be the very good example that you have been to us and to your family.
Following the remarks, Oslin Hanley of the Nevis Philatelic Bureau unveiled the centenarian stamp. The presentation of plaques was done by Minister Brand. Son of the honoree expressed gratitude on behalf of his family.
On behalf of Mrs. Clark and the family, we want to express our deep, sincere thanks to the Ministry of Communication, Works and Posts, also to Ms. Rhonda Forbes Williams, Postmaster General, Deputy. We want to thank you for your great gesture. We realize that this only happens to folks in a certain bracket. But we want to thank you on behalf of Mrs. Clark and the family for this gesture, and we say thank you once more.
Thursday's event served as the Nevis Postal Service's third annual centenarian stamp issue ceremony. The event was chaired by Deputy Postmaster General Rhonda Forbes Williams. The Honorable General Wilkin, Attorney General of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, stated that a primary objective of his tenure is to modernize the nation's criminal justice system and criminal laws. During his appearance on the radio and television show In Focus, the Attorney General discussed revolutionizing the criminal justice system in St. Kitts and Nevis, along with the Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, Adlai Smith. Honorable Wilkin said, much like a constitution that evolves and adapts to societal changes, criminal laws too should be dynamic, reflecting technological advancements and the evolving nature of criminal activities. It's essential for the laws to keep pace with the times. Honorable Wilkin said, we have a lot of century laws on our books, and it's time, with the help of the DPP's office, to try to modernize our laws. We have good, strong laws and a strong system to be able to prosecute offenders under those laws. The Director of Public Prosecutions used the DNA legislation as an example of the laws that should be modernized. The DPP said your DNA legislation doesn't allow for a prosecutor to apply for a court order compelling the person to give the DNA, so the result is that if the person says no, then all you have is an inference to be drawn of guilt from the jury if they decide. The advantage of when you have the court order to compel the taking of the DNA is that you now have the DNA on file, so that if that person comes out of prison and commits further offenses, you have a DNA profile with which to compare. Still to come, mammogram testing free until December 31st. Premier encourages women to take advantage. The details right after this break.
The people of Nevis have long remained connected to the gifts nature has bestowed. As an ambassador of this majestic island, it is my duty to encourage my people to nurture, preserve, and protect what makes us unique as a people and strong as a country.
This one is dedicated to my lovely little island.
Welcome back. Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, is encouraging women over the age of 40 and those who have a family history of breast cancer to undergo free mammogram testing at the Alexandra Hospital by December 31st, 2023.
Some women argued that it was still outside their budget because they didn't have the money to pay the doctor fee. And so we went and we said, you know what? Go to our health centers on the days when the doctors are there, and the doctors at our health centers will give you the necessary referral so that you can go to the hospital. So that means the doctor's visit and the mammogram are both free.
Premier Brantley was speaking at his November 24th, 2023 press conference held at the Social Security Building at Pinnis. He also emphasized the significance of the mammogram testing.
This is important because we're trying to do the best that we can to fight breast cancer. And the mammogram has been demonstrated to be one of the best ways to detect breast cancer. Breast cancer, if detected early, can be treated and can be cured. And so we're asking our women, please, just as we ask our men to go out and get the prostate exam when it's being offered, we're asking our women, please, to go.
Premier Brantley noted that the government has done all it can to assist and went on to further encourage women to get their testing done.
The only thing that it requires of you is the effort. That's all. Not a penny you have to pay. Just make the effort to go and have your mammogram done. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And a lot of people here on the island, a lot of our women who are suffering from breast cancer and dying from breast cancer, perhaps they can be helped if we have early detection. So please, if you're over 40 especially, or if you have a family history of breast cancer, we urge you to go and take advantage of this free service at the Alexandria Hospital. Now, why is it important? It is important because come January morning, God willing, 2024, we will be charging a fee for the mammogram services. So it is free until December 31st. So whether you're here, whether you're a citizen, resident, you're on island, we're asking you please to go and get that mammogram service.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley.
Let me go on record to express gratitude to Mr. Troy Sadio, my good friend, for the recent donation of medical supplies to the Alexandra Hospital. Mr. Sadio is a native of Nevis, well-known in Visions. He resides in the United States, and he has year after year donated medical supplies to our health facilities. We're indeed grateful to him.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley, expressing gratitude for a donation the Ministry of Health recently received.
The Ministry of Health was also the recipient of a donation of some $10,000 towards the purchase of a shower trolley from the Swiss Embassy in St. Kitts. We want to say thank you to them. Of course, this makes it easier for persons who have mobility issues to shower at our hospital. It will be utilized at our flamboyant home for the aged.
Premier of Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.